What's up everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider. Today we are talking about the Insta360 GO. This tiny, diminutive, small action camera is my new go-to. This thing is designed basically for your average user, not the professionals who need 4K video. You don't need all the size and other things that go along with the GoPro. You need a great action camera that is easy to take with you, easy to use, easy to get the footage off of, and easy to share. And that is exactly what the Insta360 GO does. I can't say enough good things about this camera, so let's go ahead and dive into it. This is the Insta360 GO action camera. Now, out of the box, Insta360 GO comes with literally everything you need, more than any other action camera that I've ever seen. So it comes actually with a carrying case, a really nice heathered gray carrying case. Inside it has all the accessory and mounting hardware that you're going to need to use this camera. There's a ton of options in here. There are magnetic ones, there are clips, there are ring mounts, there are adhesive mounts, there are stands. There is so many different ways that you can mount this camera, and so many of them are included right here in the box. No need to go ahead and pick up additional parts. You don't have to go and buy a bunch of things. Usually with a GoPro, you get one or two adhesive mounts in the box and that is it. Here you actually have one to hold it in your hand, you have ones to mount it pretty much everywhere you want. And fun fact, that the camera is actually magnetic on the back, which is how it adheres to a lot of these mounts. So if we look at here at this little pivot mount, you can see a little metal plate in the back. That is actually what the Insta360 GO can connect to. So it goes into this stand and then just magnetically clips there. So it's a great way to hold these to the mount and the hardware that's included, but any other stuff around. So I was actually up in the wood shop working. I just stuck this to pieces of equipment around the shop and it just boom, attached there, ready to go, ready to film. One of my favorite mounts though for this guy is got to be the pendant. You can actually use this and boom, right there, wear the Insta360 GO right on your chest and have it with you. So you're getting that first person POV, hands-free, don't have to do anything, and just magnetically attaches to your chest. Now it's of course done with this pendant necklace that you wear underneath, and then it will magnetically attach to that pendant, but of course the pendant goes underneath. And Insta360 has thought of all the things that are necessary here. Kind of crazy. There's a really soft, warm rubber backing to this, so when you have it against your chest, it's not really cold and it helps stay in place. That rubber padding just helps kind of keep its spot against your chest, and then the camera goes right on top of that, straight it up. But boom, you can go around, walk around with this camera. It's very unassuming, it doesn't look particularly odd, and it's so cool that it just mounts there magnetically. So Insta360 has really thought a lot about the hardware that's included for mounting, how it mounts, and the different options that are available. I love how easy this thing is to get started out of the gate with mounting it really on whatever you need to mount this camera on. So the 360 GO comes in a little carrying case like this guy. Now, there's a few different things to it. So the top of this comes right off, and then you can sit the Insta360 right in the top, and there's another protective piece there. That's going to be important because it's going to help protect the lens of your camera that's inside of there. Around the back, you do have a little button. You can use this for pairing and everything. And then on the bottom, this is pretty awesome as well. You know what that is? That is a lightning connector. You can actually plug this directly into the bottom of your iPhone or your iPad to suck off all the content. You can plug this in, it'll automatically open the app, automatically import all the content you've shot, and then automatically delete it off of the camera. You don't have to delete it off the camera, but I prefer it that way. So it'll go ahead and delete everything off here, making this ready to go again. You can go ahead, suck everything off fast, faster than Wi-Fi, faster than Bluetooth, get it onto your iPhone, your iPad, start editing it, and then you can go ahead and start shooting with this again. Now, there is a good battery contained in the camera, but just like your AirPods, this is similarly sized to AirPods Pro, this is a battery case. So this will give you 2.5 additional charges to the one that's already in here. So it's going to give you extended use time for the camera itself. As far as size goes, if we compare this to something like the GoPro, you can see it here compared to a GoPro 5. It's roughly the same size, but inside of the case. When you take it out of the case, the camera is obviously significantly smaller than the GoPro happens to be. So the Insta360 GO can shoot in 5 different video modes. There is normal or standard, which can be exported at 1080p at 30 frames per second, but it actually records at 2720 by 2720 at 25 frames per second. There's interval shooting, time-lapse shooting, hyperlapse shooting, and slow motion. Slow motion is recorded at up to 100 frames per second. Now, competitors like GoPro and even your iPhone can shoot at things at up to 240 or so frames per second, which is significantly better. But 100 frames per second is still very solid, and you're still going to get some really awesome slow-mo action shots using the Insta360 GO. Compared to other action cams, the Insta360 GO is not designed for shooting extended clips. You're not going to shoot a 15-minute long video of you skateboarding. Well, unless you did hyperlapse, which can go for 30 minutes at a time. But for standard video, 1080p, you're not going to get that. It can only record 15, 30, or 60-second clips of video for just standard video mode, which a lot of times is what you need. If you're going to do a trick or you're recording a TikTok or whatever it is that you're doing with these videos, you don't need necessarily that long time. These are meant to be quick clips that are great to digest on mobile or social media sites. That's what this thing is designed for. That's your average person. You're not creating a TV show. You're not recording all these other things. You need to record one point of action and then quickly getting that footage off the camera onto your phone where you can edit and share it. And that is what this thing is designed for. So there is 8 gigs of internal storage in there, and it can run for 60 minutes on a single charge. Now, of course, throw it back onto the charging case, which you're gonna be doing to import the photos to your iPhone anyway, but throw it back on the charging case, again, 2.5 additional charges of full battery life to charge up that camera again. And when you plug it into your phone, you can actually see the battery life there on the top of the screen. It's very easy to do. Other fun aspects of the Insta360 GO has a 6-axis gyroscopic stabilization using their flow motion stabilization that they have. So as you're shooting things, as you're moving around, it really smooths things out. We shot a lot of really cool footage. We're moving around, bumping, we're driving the car, playing with our dogs, anything like that, and man, it smooths it out very, very nice. So great stabilization in there. It also has IPX4 water resistance. So as you take this outside, you notice there's that plastic casing on the front. You're going to have good water resistance with this. So if you're in the rain or anything like that, I'm not going to take this thing diving or swimming or anything like that, but for anything above water, getting splashed, anything, you're pretty much going to be good. Your camera's going to be safe, and you're still going to capture that epic shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the app and look what you can do. So we're going to show you this basically real time. We've got our Insta360 GO. It is in the battery case, got our lightning connector on there. Now, one downside that we did know here, there is no extension option, essentially. So if you have a case on your phone, this is going to be problematic to put on there. So you're going to have to remove your case to connect this in directly. Now, there is not for transferring footage and everything, but you can connect over Bluetooth to control this thing as well. So there's a button on the back that you can use to start, stop recordings, take photos, enable hyperlapse. You can control all those settings inside of the app, but the actual connecting it to your phone and everything, you do need to take off the case to get it to fit. And you can control the camera and everything through Bluetooth, which is a nice option to have, so you don't have to get in there and touch the back of the camera every single time. So we have launched the app, and immediately it's going to go in and suck off any footage. So it's brought you to my album tab, the second tab over, where I can see everything that I've shot with this camera so far. And on the top, there are 2 different tabs between local and camera. And if you're looking at either, I'm saying we're looking at local here, you can filter between everything or just your starred favorites. Top left-hand corner, you can see both the battery and the camera are connected, and the camera is charging. Now, there is a bunch of other stuff to explore in the app. Obviously, the Explore tab shows you a bunch of different social videos that other people have shared, some really cool options they've done with these things. Album tab we've already looked at. The one in the center is connecting your camera, the tutorials, everything like that. There are stories, my stories, themes, everything, settings in the far hand right. So you've connected this, you want to look at your GoPro button or your Go button settings. So what happens when the camera's off, you press it once. In my case, you can see it just starts recording video. You can choose the recording length, again, up to a minute. So 15, 30, 60 seconds for recording video. There's options for the double press and triple press to go into those different modes. So it is a little bit odd. You don't have any screens on the camera itself, so if you're trying to press the buttons and you don't remember what they do, it doesn't really, there's no feedback to tell you what you're recording. It took me a little bit of time to get the hyperlapses down, because I was like, wait, is the camera on or is it not on? Is it recording something right now? Is it not recording? But once you get the hang of it, you do get the hang of it, just a minor learning curve, and just good to make sure you pay attention to what happens when you press the button when the camera's off versus when it's on, versus a double click versus a triple click. Now, going back to the app, if we're looking at a video, find something here, this hyperlapse that I recorded already, you can see it'll automatically start playing. You can scrub down towards at the bottom. You can change the aspect ratio, so 9:16, 16:9, or 1:1. Just depends on what you're doing with it, where you're sharing it, and what you want that aspect ratio to be. Of course, tap on that edit button. You have a ton of options here. So you can jump into filter and add some really awesome looking filters to this, and there's a bunch of different options for those. Go into adjust and manually adjust the saturation, temperature, contrast, highlights, shadows, tone, sharpness, all things that you need to adjust for a video, especially depending on how you shot it. You can adjust the speed up to 16, which is going to be a hyperlapse option, but there's several others available. You can trim off the beginning and the end, so maybe if you're actually pressing the button manually, you want to trim off those, definitely something you can do. Of course, you can add some music into the background. So those are the main things to look at here. There's a lot of really nice stuff in this app. It's very easy to use. I love it when you have a video pulled up, you can actually swipe left to trash and right to favorite it. So just small little things like that, swiping up and down actually takes you between all of your different footage that you've shot. So a nice little easy way to navigate the app. They've done a really nice job at kind of incorporating natural gestures into the Insta360 GO app. So that pretty much sums it up. That is the Insta360 GO. I am in love with this camera. I love GoPros and I've been a huge fan for a number of years, but if you're an average person, they don't need a lot of things that GoPro offers. And GoPro often starts from the top and then builds backwards to that entry-level version, whereas this was designed from the ground up to be what your average person needs. They're not using this for some sort of project or some actual commercial application. They're using this for fun, for sharing, for capturing those great moments like nothing else can. It is absurdly small, comes with a charging case, comes with a carrying case for all the accessories, comes with a ton of accessories to use, including my still favorite pendant necklace just to wear it around during the day. There are so many amazing things with this camera, and I love that it was just designed for your average user, your average person who wants to capture all those great moments and share them with everyone. So if you're looking for an awesome camera that is easy to work with your iPhone, captures great footage, then definitely check out the Insta360 GO. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So let me know over on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, and if you want to pick one of these guys up, follow the link down below in the description. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow AppleInsider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the AppleInsider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.